Hello and welcome to BennoCam. We are back looking at mines again today, and you may recognise this mine engine house here behind me. This is one of the engine houses at Wheal Coates. So we are just outside of St Agnes today on the North Coast, and we're looking at the workings here. Now down on the beach below there's actually a big sea cave, which right at the very back there's some very old workings which are very wet. Now I've been and had a look at them before, but I've never been up through them. So today's plan is we're going to walk all the way back to Towanroath along the beach, and we're going to look right up through the mine workings to see if we can actually get up behind underneath these engine houses. Wheal Coates officially opened in 1802 and remained a fairly unsuccessful mine, opening and closing several times until finally closing for good in 1914. The most famous engine house here was Towanroath Pumping House, one of the most photographed mine engine houses in Cornwall. Situated close to the cliff's edge, it reached a depth of over 600 feet. In its peak, the mine employed over 70 people and raised both copper and tin. We walk the cliff path back to nearby Chapel Porth and then walk back towards the mine buildings at low tide to see what's still open. So I got Nat and Dave with me today. Nat looks like she's doing her weekly shop. And we've got our wet weather gear on, and we're going to go for it and see what's at the back of the mega cave. Okay, so we are just approaching the big cave now. Obviously got to be very careful here because it's tidal. So if you're ever going to attempt anything like this, be very, very careful not to get cut off by the sea, because it comes in very quickly here and you will get proper trapped. Need rescuing, which won't be very cool. And this is the cave we're now going to be going into. You can actually see, looking up the rocks there, you can see the difference in the rocks, and you can see some mine workings up through as well. And that's where we're going to be going, in underneath the engine house. Right, we're all geared up. Let's go take a look inside. You two are looking a lot more prepared than I am for this. Yeah, I think so. Got some cave, isn't it? You can climb to right up there and look down these holes. In the very back of the cave, the way onwards narrows, with a fast flowing stream of water pouring out from further in. Oh my goodness. I think you're the smallest, I think you should go first. It's not actually that bad, is it? You're going to go for it as well. It opens right up when you get the other side. Keep going. Hey, look at that. Ooh, that's wet. Well, we're in. How's it going, Dave? He's loving it. You don't want to be too fat coming up through there, do you? Yeah, true enough. We must get some pretty rough weather to chuck the stuff right up in here. hollowed out. There's loads of stuff. Quite a bit of water flowing out of it, so this must drain quite a lot of workings. So we are now walking up in the direction underneath the engine house above. It's quite cool. Hopefully get to the shaft in a minute. A little bit of copper here coming down through the rocks. You can see it here in this little cement. Some there as well. Not much there. So we're approaching something a bit different here. Changing colour of rock. And a little pocket that they've chased up. Oh, another one here. Oh, look at that. There must have been something good up there that they decided to chase after. Back in the water again now. Isn't so nice. Oh, there's a bit more of an echo. You hear it? Yeah. That usually means we're approaching something good when there's a bit of echo going on. Okay, we've reached a bit of a branch here. Going in two directions, so some of the water is coming in from that way and the rest is all flowing along the floor in that direction. I've seen all the water here just flowing out the rock, but it must be like a natural spring of the natural seam of the rock where all the water's coming from. Little dead end as well. So that way's a dead end, so the only way onwards is that way. So we're going up another adit now, which is where another load of water is coming from. There's a lot of water coming from this direction, but there's no way we're going to get through that, I don't think. Let's have a little look. You can see that I had some old props here, just part of the supports. There's a bit of a universal rule that if you have to take your helmet off to get through somewhere, it's probably a little bit too narrow to continue. I think we probably ought to call it a day here. But it does continue on. I think it's very narrow though.
I decided to turn around at this point and rejoin the others, and we retraced our steps back along the adit and back toward the giant sea cave.
I reckon if you just put your feet together and tuck your arms in and just go for it, use it as like a water slide. Is that nice? Alright. Well, we survived. What do you think of that? Very good, she says. And we made some tourists very intrigued by what we're up to. Oh, we even got a new dog, look. They're thinking, what are those weirdos doing? What are they up to? Well, there you go. Did you enjoy that?
Yes, very much.
It wasn't too bad, was it? Right, so that is the Wheal Coates Sea Cave. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to get in underneath that engine house anymore. But there you go. Still a pretty cool trip to go and do. Make sure it's obviously low tide and you've got loads of time. But yeah, thanks for watching. and don't forget to subscribe, because I've got some really good mine videos coming up. Got some really good trips in the planning stage. So yeah, we will see you soon for more videos.